Hey, how's it going guys? Phil here, and this is a review for Homdox's queen-sized platform bed frame. Here's the box that I received with the bed frame parts. The box was a little beat up, but all the parts were present. The hardware was bagged in taped plastic bags and were damage-free. First, we'll need to verify that we have all the parts. So you'll get an instruction sheet, 28 long lag bolts, 8 small lag bolts, 36 nuts, an Allen wrench, a small wrench, 14 plastic center brackets, 28 end brackets, 4 corner plates, 4 plastic corner connectors, 7 metal feet, 28 wooden slats, an I-beam, and 2 long beams and 2 short beams. The instructions are pretty brief and only show diagrams of the assembly without any text. There's also a mistake in it that I'll point out as we go through the assembly. So let's get started. This is my old bed frame. While this one has a headboard and a footboard, the reason I'm replacing it is because the feet are broken, and every time I get on the bed, it feels like it's going to collapse. Not good. So I've got the pieces for the outer frame in the first diagram laid out. In the middle, make sure the holes in the I-beam are facing up. You'll also want the holes facing up on the sides, too. Then for the top and bottom beams, make sure the holes are on the sides. Now you want to go ahead and push the plastic corners into the outer frame to make a rectangle. Make sure the pieces go in all the way. It helps to stand on the bars after you've placed the corner pieces and hit the corner with a rubber mallet. When assembled, the corner should look like this. Next, attach the center I-beam with 2 long bolts and 2 nuts at either end. Ensure that the bolts are tight, but do not over-tighten them. Now we'll assemble the 4 feet for the corners. Here's where the mistake in the instructional diagram is. It says to use the long bolts part A, but you should actually use the short bolts part B, or you won't have enough of the long ones left to finish the assembly. Now we'll attach the 4 corner feet on the inside of the corners, and bolt them from the outside in with 4 bolts. I found that this works better if you flip the frame upside down and get the bolts in first this way. Then flip the frame over right side up to do the final tightening. The 3 remaining feet will be bolted directly to the holes in the center of each long beam. Now that all the feet are on, the frame stands up on its own, and I can tighten the bolts for each foot more easily. At this point, I wiped down the entire frame because it was pretty dirty and dusty out of the box. The final step in the assembly is putting together the slats. You'll start with a plastic center bracket and attach a slat on each side, then cap the ends with the end caps. When you're done, both sides should bow slightly upwards so that it looks like a flying bird or a set of ribs. Press the center bracket into the holes in the I-beam, and then the end caps into the holes on the sides. Continue to do this for each of the 14 sets of slats all the way down to the end of the bed. Here's the assembled frame with my queen memory foam mattress on top. The frame stands about 13 inches high, so there's plenty of room for storage underneath. The mattress is nearly flush with the frame. It doesn't stick out over the frame, nor does it sit in too far, less than a ½ inch on any side. Now I'll put on the bedding and try it out. The frame is well balanced and doesn't creak or squeak. It held up quite well to my jumping up and down on it. I did feel a smidge of wobble in one corner, though I'm guessing the weight of the mattress will cause this slight unevenness to settle over time. The frame is pretty stable, though it rocks a bit if you apply side-to-side motion. The plastic capped feet help prevent damage to my hardwood floors. Overall, while sleeping on the frame, it felt secure, level, and stable. For reference, my mattress weighs about 200 pounds, and I weigh about 120 pounds. The entire assembly took me about 45 minutes on my own. I hope you enjoyed this review. You can ask me any questions in the comments. I'll put a link to the product in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and join me next time.